What? Hello, everyone. That was weird. The thing like blinked. Welcome to Drop Frames. Oh yeah, chat is. JP, your mic is open. I can't watch the show. They're freaking out. That's live reaction from chat there. Anyways, welcome.
Every
If the
time.
screaming wasn't enough to wake you up, what episode is it?
10,421.
Oh my God, we made the 5-digit jump. We did it.
Woo!
Yes.
Congrats, guys.
Yes,
You're right.
we did it. 10K episodes. Who would have thought? Who would have ever thought? I didn't, that's for sure. We're starting 5 minutes early because this Borderlands thing is starting in 4 minutes. They've had like this pre-show nonsense on where they've talked about the Borderlands 3 trailer, favorite Borderlands features and memories, streamer highlights, Borderlands the story so far, and now they're speculating on Borderlands 3. Also, wow. Oh, they gave everyone Handsome Jack, or not Handsome Jack, Bandit mask. I think for us, what we're going to do is, I want to know the interest or the Borderlands fandom levels of the two of you. Because I don't know if... I like Borderlands, but I'm not like uncontrollably hyped about this. That's where I'm at right now. And I think that might be where you guys are at as well. I just want to make sure. So,
Well, honestly, I think I'm most hyped about about the announcer on the left shirt. His shirt is the party mode shirt.
oh yeah,
That's awesome.
Okay,
I want that shirt.
okay, all right. So he wants the shirt, not the game. We got Zeke's thoughts.
Well, I do have like I have a love for Borderlands, but not like a deep sea. Like I played through both of the games one time, and the reason why it has such a special place is because I played through both of them with Man versus Game, like way back when, local co-op. That was like one of the first games that we co-op together on men's days was Borderlands 1 and 2. So it has a special place in my heart for that. But as far as anything else, like I guess the game I had the most fun playing. Well, the only game I ever played solo was the Tales from the Borderlands, the Telltale series.
Right.
And that was actually fucking great.
If Borderlands 3 is a Tales from the Borderlands sequel, then yeah, I'm officially hyped, but I don't think it's going to be. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Ko, what about you? Where are you at in the hypeness?
So I am a fan of Borderlands. I really enjoyed Borderlands 1. I am doing a franchise playthrough and 100% run of 3. So I'm going to be replaying Borderlands 1, 2, Tales from the Borderlands. I'm actually going to be finishing pre-sequel because the last time I actually played it was with this Joker right here.
Yeah,
him and
I didn't
Bike
finish
Man. And I got to admit, if you can't have fun playing a game with Ezekiel III and Bike Man, that tells you a lot about the game.
That's true.
I mean, fun with friends is a thing. But yeah, so I'm hyped for it. The thing is it's like we talked about when the Borderlands 3 stuff came out. Borderlands 1 was a thing. Borderlands 2 was the same thing but a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Borderlands pre-sequel is the same thing that was a little bit worse. And now Borderlands 3 is coming out and it looks like the same thing a little bit better.
It does.
So I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm hyped for it. But I am expecting relatively more of the same, and I know I'll have a good time, but I'm not like, like, oh my God, I can't wait to play it. Because it's like, I have done this before.
Right.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
But I am looking forward to seeing, like, the biggest things for me is I want to see what they're doing in Borderlands 3 that has never been done in Borderlands before. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be looking for things that are new. I'm going to be looking for new mechanics. I love what they're doing with the Twitch integration. I'm going to be looking for new weapons, new interesting weapons, new enemies. I'm more excited for the new stuff and less excited for the kind of like Borderlands part of it. I know it sounds kind of weird.
No, I agree 100%. I'm right there with you. I just want to see something new in Borderlands because it's been the same recipe pretty much the entire time.
Yeah.
Just more.
And to be fair, I think I speak for all of us when we're expecting the same thing. We know it's going to be 80% of what we've done already.
Right.
But that 20% can be kind of important. I mean, that 20% is what made Borderlands 2 great and pre-sequel terrible. So, there's a lot of wiggle room in that kind of like what you're going to do outside of the normal thing. Anyway, here we go. Somebody shut up.
Let's get some magic tricks from Randy Pitchford.
Thank you for joining us here in Hollywood, California, as we share Borderlands 3 gameplay for the very first time. It's hard to believe that 10 years ago, Borderlands ushered in the shooter looter. I mean, and here we are. We're about.
He didn't say Schluter. He didn't say Schluter. It's not canon.
It's been about 5 years since the Gearbox.
He's going off script, JP.
Started working on
He was off script when he said hello. It said hi.
Share it with you today.
Now, I know everybody's used to hearing me and Randy speak on behalf of the team. Today, I'd like to introduce you to some of the rest of the talent behind Borderlands.
Already better than the PAX
The
debacle.
Borderlands 3 team, you guys.
Good for them, dude. Good for them. I like how some of the chat's like, nerds!
I see they got the lead singer of the Counting Crows to do some music.
Yeah.
Adam, whatever his name is.
Thank you, guys.
No one remembers.
These developers on stage include people that have been with Borderlands from the very beginning when we first created the shooter-looter genre. And there are many folks, lots of great talent that's joined with us along the way. And all of us here have been working together with our peers back at Gearbox Frisco HQ and Gearbox Studio Quebec. And we are thrilled to be here to finally share our work. If you've ever enjoyed a Borderlands game, or if you're looking forward to Borderlands 3, if you'll indulge me one more time, show this team, show this talent what you think.
So are these,
Thank you guys.
do we know if that is general
We're gonna say goodbye to the
population,
team for now.
or are those
They're
all
gonna be
streamers
joining
that
us
they
again in
invited?
a bit because each of you
Oh, no,
are
no,
gonna
it's
have an
a press
opportunity.
Oh, it's
later
press,
to go
okay.
hands
Sure,
on
that
I
makes
think
sense.
there's
with
a lot of
Borderlands
people.
3.
There are a
and,
ton of
this
streamers there, though.
team,
They
we're all
got
gonna
Mixer
be with you,
streamers,
helping you
Facebook
out.
streamers, Twitch streamers, like,
So thank you guys.
they pulled everyone out.
Hey,
YouTubers.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
Daquan,
That's why I was
can
wondering,
you
like,
guys
I know they
stay
invited a
behind
lot.
and stay play the game.
Jeremy and Daquan are going to be they're going to be playing right here. I'm not sure if you guys have been to an event. It's
gonna be
like
really
this
interesting to see
before,
what they
but
pick to
all
show
of
today.
this is made possible because of our publishing partner, 2K Games, and they've had support from our hardware technology partner, AMD, powered by Ryzen and Radeon. And we have incredibly
Nailed the plug.
badass
Good job, Randy.
AMD hardware there, powered by Ryzen and Radeon. And Paul and I wanted to put that AMD hardware to the test with a PowerPoint. So, can we start the presentation?
Yeah. So we prepared a presentation on what
With
the
a
next
PowerPoint?
Borderlands game will be.
You're looking at an engine-rendered image from the very beginning of Borderlands 3. Look at the environment. It's Pandora. The art, the style. The goal was to try to create an image that was fresh, but also familiar. We wanted to look forward and
this is
taking
so
full
much more
advantage
scripted
of
than PAX.
today's technology in a way that
just
respects
better
that
overall so far.
one-of-a-kind art direction known throughout the video game world as the Borderlands art
They also
style.
seem so much more relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
They
be
pro-
honest.
well,
this
they probably
isn't
actually
an
rehearsed
actual
this.
screenshot from the game. What you're looking at is the game.
Oh my God.
Now, we've skipped past the logos and a lot of the introductions because we felt that the most honest way to bring the game to you today was to start from the very beginning. So with that, let's play some Borderlands 3.
Hey, you must be the new recruit. I am a CL4PTP steward bot, but you
don't like
just call
Claptrap?
me General
I fucking hate
Claptrap of the
Claptrap.
Crimson
There's gonna be a lot of
Raiders.
claptrap today.
I know. I've always hated Claptrap.
Amara.
Thanks.
I'm alone.
pre-order
I'll be
your
alone.
tombstone
I don't give a
just in
shit.
Case. Now, those jerks who tried to murder you are the Children of the Vault, a bandit cult who follow their creepy leaders with blind devotion. Which reminds me, if you're going to obey my every beck and call, you'll need an Echo device. Try it out. I rinsed it off myself. The Echo 3. Slightly more powerful than the Echo 2 and twice as expensive. Besides,
Definitely not
the
a
Echo
Pip
2
Boy.
had a tiny issue with spontaneous combustion, so they rebranded those as grenades. Now listen up, recruit. Lilith ordered us to take over a Children of the Vault propaganda center. Time to show those culty weirdos that no one messes with the Crimson Raiders. Follow me, recruit, to glory!
So Lilith's ordered us to
Okay.
take over the recruitment center of the Children of the Vault. In the introduction that we skipped, you would learn that the Children of the Vault is a new cult that's emerged on Pandora. Siren Lilith and the Crimson Raiders are recruiting new Vault Hunters. That's you, that's us. And we are to investigate the Children of the Vault cult and discover who their mysterious leaders are.
Before we wreak our righteous vengeance, you'll need to register your Echo at this quick change. Once we defeat the cult, I'll be famous. And when I'm signing autographs, I need you looking sharp while defending me from my legions of fans/stalkers.
Is this a different voice actor for Claptrap?
I couldn't
I heard
tell
that.
you.
I was in that.
Oh, it sounds different?
All right.
It sounds like
now,
Claptrap
as
to
you
me.
can
I
see
can't.
It
here, we're playing
Okay.
as Amara, and she's a powerful Siren warrior. And like Claptrap mentioned, we're in the quick change, where it's up to you how you want your character to look. So you can change Amara and change her emotes, obviously. Okay. All right, let's keep playing for now, guys.
Her six-pack looks funky.
User agreement. Boring. Don't
Okay, that's good.
Corporations have our best interests at heart. Except Dawn. And Hyperion. And never mind. The propaganda center is this way.
Listen, guys. Borderlands does not have, like, a monopoly on the chicken dance.
That's
true.
I mean, excuse me, Fortnite.
The entire mission is ruined. Think, Claptrap.
I wonder how many times
Right.
we will be
And
playing
powerful.
through the intro
And
of this
people
game and
always
see
do what
this.
you tell them to.
You
That's
think
it.
it's like 2 or 3 times?
Recruit, get that gate open. That's an order from your superior officer.
So obviously, you're getting a glimpse here on how we use the beginning of the game to make sure players are up to speed on how first-person video games work. We can validate that players understand how to navigate the environment and interact with it.
You did it! Best recruit ever! But don't get cocky.
We'll even be able to know that a player's learned how to crouch and how to slide.
Indeed. The game has a tutorial.
You got to make sure you can
I guess
jump.
the slide
clapping
returning
for
is a big
sliding?
thing.
And if you
Yeah,
miss,
I guess
you can
that
mantle
returning is
up
a big
and climb
deal.
the higher
or
ledges.
something.
The propaganda center is up ahead.
They have clamber. Oh, mantling, not clamber.
Right. They totally suck
Wait,
slide balls.
did they just get applause for sliding and climbing?
Yeah, because I think it's like a
So
returning
as with
thing.
most games, we're
something.
using the beginning to make sure that we teach the fundamentals. We're also setting the tone of the game, right? Just like our unique art style.
Oh, it's
we
new.
want people
That's
to
completely
feel
new
right
feature.
away what
That's
we
why they
believe
call
helps
it.
to make Borderlands special.
This is how much
style
we
of
played
writing
Borderlands.
that's both irreverent and genuine.
I hit a weapons cache nearby. Stay quiet and follow my every move. It's stealth time.
Well, here's the thing. Like, we're going to shit all over this probably because that's kind of the people we are. And, you know, we're jaded gamers. But as far as, like, fanboy things go, like, I've cheered and clapped for shit just like that. Just as menial
Oh, yeah.
for shit that I'm interested in.
Totally, yeah.
Just to let you guys know.
Oh,
Out there
I think
in
we
the
all
audience.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all fanboy over something.
Of our own things. Yeah.
Not a lot of things, but something.
Yeah.
Perfect. Once we complete our mission,
You want to make me scream like a little girl? You announce Coder 3. Oh my god. You will see a grown man become a small child.
So we're throwing stealth out the window?
Relax. On Pandora, it's actually super weird if something's not exploding. Now take your gun, recruit. You're gonna need it. These guns, like myself, aren't beholden to their primary function. I can dance and sing. And some guns now include
I'm out.
an alternate
Out.
shooting mode.
Out.
You don't like Claptrap? Is
To be fair,
this-
Follow me.
it's been like 5% gameplay
All
and
right,
95%
so
Claptrap jokes
just
so far.
mentioned,
Yeah,
in order to
it's-
stay competitive,
the intro of the game
some
might
of our
not
gun manufacturers have added
be
an
the
alternate
best
firing
thing to
mode.
sell.
And if we look here, we can see that we have a
Especially
blast-off
because, like I
pistol.
said, we're going
And
to
if
be
we
playing
just
this
fire regularly,
2 or
we
3
just fire
times
bullets.
ourselves.
But if we switch our alternate firing modes, we fire off micro missiles. Now later in the game, you'll find guns that
They
can
say
switch
every
between
gun has
ice
that?
bullets and fire bullets, or you might find guns that have a chain gun on top,
think so.
but when you switch firing modes, it'll shoot out grenades. It gets pretty crazy. And then players who maximize alt firing modes will have like twice the guns available than they had to start with.
Wait here. I'll top my
So
right
every
hand,
gun has
become
alt fire.
their king,
Yeah,
and then
that's cool.
you'll surprise slaughter them in cold blood. Watch and learn, recruit. Hello? completely surrounded. Open the gates now, and perhaps I will be merciful.
Yeah. Let me think about that.
They might call themselves children of the vault, but they're still bandits, and bandits are incredibly stupid.
Okay, we're going to surrender. Please don't kill us, Crapbot.
That's what I thought. Open the doors immediately for your new king.
Easy. I'm coming out. Just wait right there.
We did it! I did it! Another victory for the Crimson Raiders! Hey, I feel funny. What's happening to me?
Could it be? Is he gonna be torn apart by a giant magnet?
Nope, you're gonna have to save him. It's even worse, Zeke. You have to save him.
To be fair, that was pretty cool.
Optional
That's kinda
mission, maybe?
And it's Borderlands. Did you just shoot?
Integrating cover?
Oh, they're shooting through the cover. Oh, okay.
Looky what we got here.
Oh.
You got the Warlock.
Borderlands 3's rated
Warlock
M for
force
mature,
blitz.
right?
Put these bullets into the bad guys! That's
Ah! A big slide miss.
Yeah.
Accept your bot. You're gonna be my new chamberbot. I'm gonna boop your head.
Oh! Recruit!
I know Claptrap can be a little claptrap, but he's still one of us. We're gonna have to save him. I'll be there soon.
Didn't she used to be blue?
So let's
Or
see
no,
if we
that's
can
Lilith.
find out, right? I saw
That's Lilith now.
Yeah, somebody
over near
else.
that door, I
Yeah.
saw a red chest. It looks like a
She
trunk
looks
of a car.
like that close up on her eyes look super real and
It-
kind of off-putting.
Oh, it is her. That's a real actress.
Yeah, those are
What
real.
else is
That's
there?
real footage, not
Oh, that's interesting.
computer
The,
generated.
All right.
the blue
so we can
woman
see
from
that this
Borderlands was
weapon
also a real
has
actress.
high accuracy, higher handling. Let's look at the other one. All right, and this weapon has higher damage and a higher reload time.
Oh, it doesn't say what the
So
firing
it's either
modes are.
finesse or brute force in this case.
So what do you guys think? Should we shoot from the hip or should we go
I
with
was
that
trying to
badass
read the
scope?
stats, but they pulled away.
Wait a second. How do you get the stats from
I think you
both
guys said
firing
scope,
modes?
but I heard you know what? Take both of them. We'll try the
I
scope
don't know.
and then
Yeah,
we'll switch.
that's true.
Oh, that's pretty badass.
So you're saying that
These
That
are
part
like
with,
level 1 guns too.
whatever they're called, Siren or Angel or whatever.
Lilith,
That's
yeah.
FMV.
No, it's not FM. Well, it's a real person. Like, it's not computer graphic. It's an actual actress they dress up like and record.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
it's
what
like
I'm
your
saying,
FM
like-
games.
It's not like mocap.
No, not mocap. It is like a camera and a person.
That is very creepy.
I mean, that's how the other Borderlands were.
I don't remember again.
With the blue girl.
Yeah, with Angel, I guess was her name. I think, maybe. Oh. This gun seems pretty. This is like the McCree gun.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool.
That was cool.
Environmental stuff.
Oil's flammable.
Oil is flammable. Oh, turns out that's a thing.
Thanks, Randy.
Also, fire bad.
Okay, we need a shield. This is an area mission, so if we look around, we should be able to find some somewhere.
Now, Borderlands always comes out as console, right? And then eventually goes to PC or not.
It's always been both at the same time.
Daquan, you on this?
Oh, it has.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Are they
I'm
doing
wondering why
a
they're using. Are they using controller controls then? Right
Probably
now, they are.
'cause it's more
That looks
fluid.
promising.
It's easier for people that don't play games to watch instead of just fucking
there we
spinning
go,
around and
77.
360ing.
Also, Borderlands
105,
has
that's better.
crazy good auto aim, so a lot of people actually use controller anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like a competitive thing. So
No, I'm not. I honestly was just wondering why they would choose to use controller over keyboard mouse. And you answered the
Oh wait,
question.
of course. Yeah, like chat's pointing out, of course they're doing PC because of the Epic Store shit. Remember?
right. Yeah, this is probably PC, but just with a controller because it shows better. I wonder if the people playing there will be forced to use a controller or if they'll be able to use mouse and keyboard. I guess we'll
So
see.
I know you guys are getting ahead.
I'll be able
of
to
me.
tell from the
You
prompts.
know what's coming
Yeah.
next. This is our first mini boss fight. Daquan, you ready? We're flying without a net here, no God mode, so let's do it.
He's got a little T-Rex arm.
Yeah. That was cool.
That was cool. And the health bars are so clean. I like the little white part that slowly goes down. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll get out of the way so people can see what you're talking about.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the one in the screen. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you're talking about the UI or what. Or
You can see the top of the screen right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool!
Yeah,
He
that stuff's
meleeed
cool.
the barrel to kick it forward and then shot it next to him.
That shoddy.
That was awesome.
Get that shoddy. Don't leave that loot behind. What are you doing? Go get the loot.
Secure the area. I'm on my way.
This game's dynamic, so it's
Oh, by the way, for
different
those in
every time
chat
they play
interested
it.
in the
That was,
skills,
like, the
some of them
best
were
kill
leaked on
ever.
Reddit.
I'm glad you guys got to see
You want to
that.
check them out.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. That's daddy's.
Apparently,
stuff,
people
right
could data
there.
mine the Twitch app.
Are you dead?
Wait,
If
really?
not, get me down!
Yeah, they data mine 2 sets of skills. The
I guess-
Siren and
Now you'll notice
I guess 'cause
Quan
it's
picked up
tracking
shotgun that Shiv dropped.
the players,
We think it's
the
really
streamers'
important
skills that they
your
choose, so
moment of
yeah, that makes
victory
sense.
Should have a subsequent reward to it right at that moment. So of course you can pick up gear right away.
All right, dude. Daquan has the same affliction I have, where you have to open every single.
Also, I'm
freaking
pretty
chest.
sure in the last games you had to
this
hit
is a demo.
E
We can just.
to open a
yeah.
container and then E to
It's
loot
so
it.
tempting, those green lights.
It looks like it's auto looting now.
What are you doing? You're
Oh,
leaving the loot
Claptrap's
behind.
nagging
What
at
the
us already. So it's not a Borderlands game, of course, unless Claptrap jumps between being needy and bossy and just pathetic. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but I still kind of love Claptrap, so let's help him out.
You did it on set!
Oh.
In Borderlands 3, you can revive NPCs, and NPCs can revive you. Let's help out Claptrap.
Focus.
Wow! I did it!
That looked optional.
Single-handedly took on the COV and sent them packing.
That
Now all
X
that's
to
left is
revive
to
him.
tell Lilith that the mission is
Oh,
complete.
did they revive someone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they just hit
Claptrap.
X and he stood up, basically.
Gotcha. The cat was doing stupid cat things.
I won't keep beating that Claptrap dead horse. Sorry. I'm getting
sure.
old.
Whoa! Damn, girl.
What's up?
Cool.
Lilith, I can safely report that Operation Trojan Contract was a complete success. I did it all by myself.
I'll bet. Well, the cult's destroyed every other Crimson Raider stronghold, so this'll have to do for now. So what's your name, killer?
I am Amara. Nice tattoo, Siren Sister. You must be the voice in my head.
Yeah, about that. Not the weirdest thing you're gonna see on Pandora. But seriously, thanks for answering my call. We might not have the numbers, but with a badass like you, we've got a fighting chance. Welcome to the Crimson Raiders.
Hey, do you hear bloodthirsty screaming?
Who's her voice actress?
More COV.
If anybody knows.
See what
It's
you
one of the
got.
same things.
I'm not sure. I don't recognize it off the top of my head.
It's the Firehawk! The God Queen wants her head!
Down you go! Pick the wrong team, jackass.
Chili recipe
Are they gonna use any powers? Oh, I think they used the ground slam.
They did that
That's one of
ground
their
slam
powers.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. According to the leaked stuff, like each character has different slots, and then those slots can hold specific items like grenades, powers, or modifiers.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's going to be a little bit more customization in this one than
Fighting
normal.
killer.
Nice.
So, we're gonna skip ahead for a minute, but I want you to consider what
okay.
we've learned so far.
We're probably
You're
gonna
a new
see some
Vault Hunter, and you've just joined
Her name's
Non-gray
Colleen
Crimson
Flicking
Raiders.
Beard. I
Our
love it.
enemies on Pandora
See some
are
non-gray
a
item
fanatical
combat,
cult called
hopefully.
the Children of the Vault. And from here, you and Lilith will fight side by side to capture their recruitment center, where Lilith believes that she can recover a key that will lead her to find vaults on other worlds. The hunt will eventually lead us here to the Holy Broadcast Center, where a fearsome, powerful bandit boss named Mouthpiece broadcasts propaganda to the children of the Vault all over Pandora. We're here to invade the Holy Recruitment
Isn't that what we were
Center,
just doing?
face Mouthpiece,
Figuring out
and
a propaganda
liberate
thing?
the key to the vaults.
Okay, so like Randy just mentioned, we've skipped ahead in this story, but if you'll notice, we've also skipped ahead in levels. So I want to take the time to show you the skill trees in Borderlands 3.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they're just gonna straight up show them.
All right. So when you first get your skills in Borderlands 3,
Oh, I
you
like her
don't
arms.
just
That
have
looks
one
cool.
action skill available to you. You have all 3 action skills available to you at the moment you open it up. So then what you do is you equip one of your action skills. Do we want to take a look at the action skills? So this first one is Phase Grasp. Now, Phase Grasp will be reminiscent of Maya in that she'll be able to control the battlefield by lifting enemies up into the air. The next one here is Phase Cast. With Phase Cast, she'll shoot out a spectral form of herself to kill enemies on the battlefield. And finally, we have Phase Slam. Now, Phase Slam is an area of effect that
That's
comes
what we
out
saw.
around
Damn, and
Amara
each
and
skill gets
destroys
like their
enemies and
own
knocks them
full
back.
tree.
So now, as you progress, once
That's
you
kinda like how they
get your
did in the
action
last
skill
one.
and equipped it, you'll also
Yeah,
open up
maybe.
augmentations
Been a while.
that allow
It's
you
been
to
so
further
long,
customize that action skill. So there's a way to maximize the build of your character.
We've worked hard to make sure that each of our 4
Oh,
characters
on the
is
right-hand
completely
side, the
unique.
shapes line up.
But even within each character, there are hundreds of meaningful options. If 2 people want to team up and play the same character, they will very likely have completely different capabilities.
Well, I like the 6-arm look, but
Ready
with
to go?
first person, how are you going to see that?
You just won't. Yeah. Someone else will see it.
I mean,
when
some
you play
of-
with others.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This may be dead wrong, but in the last Borderlands, didn't some ultimates like pull out your camera a little bit?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
not.
Yeah.
I know it does in some games, but I'm not sure about this one. Oh no, Chad is saying that's not how it did it. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know that. Thanks, Chad.
It's a little baddie.
That gun had a little shield on it.
Yeah. Oh, he went down right there.
I was very lucky.
Oh, it just zoomed out while I was reading chat.
Some celebratory punches.
All right, you leveled up.
Now, one thing to look out for is to look at the damage numbers that come up off the enemies here. So we'll use some of that information later, but just for now, like
I like that you can
these
shoot through
numbers,
cover
like
now.
56,
Or
26.
destroy it somewhat.
26 is there.
Was Borderlands one of the first games where you shoot people and numbers would pop out of their heads?
I don't know if it was
Hit
the
numbers were definitely done in other games, but Borderlands kind of made it popular, what I remember. Okay.
Yeah. It's
They've
odd-
definitely been in other games.
Now that's
It's
a
odd to think about how
Hyperion
old
shotgun.
Borderlands 1
Hyperion
actually is.
shotguns have shields that come out.
You want to switch back to that shotgun?
That view looks terrible when it's zoomed in.
Yeah, the FOV.
Shotgun and it zooms in that much?
Yeah. It does look a little bit like Gibraltar from
Oh, see, that looks
Apex.
So great.
cool. It does a little bit. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, that whole FOV is kind of small. Huh.
Probably like 70 or 80.
Hope they let us
New
adjust.
elemental type,
I'm sure they
radiation.
will. Can you imagine the outcry if they didn't have an
Gotta hit
FOV slider
critical
in this?
mass.
Hey, it's happened before, man, to keep the consoles and stuff on the same
If a
line.
radiated
Yeah.
enemy dies, he'll explode.
People would
and
rage.
Radiate the enemies around him.
Now, just because I have trouble even seeing the difference, I don't know why, but is this 60 FPS?
Yes.
Okay.
Granted, I mean, it's probably
Okay.
hard lock at 60 on stream. They might be getting a lot more than that in person.
That's mayhem. All right, I think you cleaned this area up. Let's see what kind of loot we can find. It's an outhouse, but it's got a green light.
Now, I haven't been paying too much attention to it,
Here we
but
go.
has
Some
he been
good
switching
stuff.
firing
Okay,
modes?
Let's see here. So Amara's level 5.
You know,
weapons are
I was
level
not paying
5.
attention to it either. It wasn't a big enough switch
that, by the way.
made me
the two
realize
here.
it.
We've got a rare and an epic, both level 5. And the reason why I want you to remember that is because that was kind of a challenging fight. We're going to need some help for the next section, so we're going to bring in a co-op buddy. Borderlands 3, of course, is fully co-op playable, split screen, networked, however you like to play.
I will say the
Amara
guns look
just
pretty
picked
cool.
up the purple.
Yeah.
Turn around and let's look
A lot of
and
fun
find a
guns so
co-op
far.
buddy. This is Zane Flint, the operative. Say hi, Zane. All right, we're going to switch to Zane's view. Can we flip that now? Okay, this is Zane's view. I want you to notice something here. Zane is level 25. So obviously Zane's been playing longer than Amara, who is level 5.
That's cool.
Oh, they
Look at Zane's loot.
It's good.
He's got his own
Nice.
instance.
Game made in
What's going on
2019.
here?
I'm proud of it.
This is called
That's
loot
cool.
instancing. It's a new optional feature in Borderlands 3.
Oh, it's optional.
And it allows each cooperative player to have their own instance of loot. Instance loot is helpful for players that want to play cooperatively but don't want to compete for the loot that drops. There's nothing worse than when you're getting online with randoms and there's a loot ninja in the group, right? So instance loot solves that problem for players that want to use it. The other feature that complements this is level
Why would you not
balancing.
want to use it?
Notice how Zane's loot is not only
I don't know.
instanced, but it's actually balanced for his level.
Maybe you're trying to power
That means
level your
the
friends so
loot,
you want more guns
the
for them or something like
enemies,
that.
Everything automatically balances to the level of the player so that everyone has a good time.
that is a
In my
sick
co-op
gun.
group, some of us
I really
would
like
get
how they
ahead of
look.
the others, right? And then when we come back together, we'd be out of whack. Well, with instant loot and this mode of gameplay, everything balances out.
Now,
Is item
that's
score
okay, you can
new?
clap if you'd like.
Oh, did it have an item score
I don't
on it?
remember it. Yeah, in the top left
Now,
of all the
there's still
guns had
some
item
of us
score.
who
I
actually
don't think
like competing
they've
for
had
loot
item
or
scores.
bringing
They've
in
had like
overpowered
levels attached
characters
to them,
to
never
help,
straight up
level up
numbers
those lower level characters.
saying how good the
and
gun
for those
is.
of you who are like that, we can assure you that there is still a mode for you in Borderlands 3. It's called Classic Mode.
That's right. Now that we've seen Zane the operative, let's have a look at what he can do. Since Zane is level 25, we've
Item
already
scores kind of
equipped a
bum me
lot of
out, to be
action
honest.
skills and our skill points here. You want to walk us through this, Paul?
Yeah, let's do this. All right, so the first skill we have is Digiclone. Now, Digiclone is really cool because it not only acts as a decoy, it will actually shoot guns as well. But probably my favorite feature is the fact that you can teleport to your Digiclone at any time and swap places. This next ability is called the Sentinel. Now, the Sentinel is an autonomous drone that'll fly out to enemies and weaken those enemies, or even use your grenades if you have grenade mods equipped. And then we have the barrier skill. Now, Zane will throw out a barrier in front of it, and it'll block incoming bullets and things like that. But of course, one of the coolest features is that if your team or Zane are around this barrier, sometimes it'll confer benefits like healing, or even if you fire through it, it'll add elemental types to that. Now, probably my favorite feature of Zane is the fact that Zane can use 2 action skills at one time.
That's right. And if you think about it, if you think about Zane, right, like he's got his barrier, which is kind of like the soldier class's capability with that turret. He's got the Sentinel, which is almost like Mordecai's Bloodwing, but a little hyped up from that.
Sure, yeah.
He's got the Digiclone, which is kind of like our assassin skill from Borderlands 2. He's kind of like a soldier, a hunter, and an assassin all wrapped up in one. All right, we've got Amara, we've got Zane.
And there's
we know what they
there's
can
only
do.
91,000
Let's
people
get into the
watching
Holy
this.
Broadcast Center and see if we can find Mouthpiece.
How many people are in the Borderlands 3 directory?
Borderlands 3 has 164K just there. Eric with 26, Faru with 25, Forsen with 18, Gathalion with 15, us with 10,
Don't forget to like, follow,
and then a bunch around
Yeah.
4 to 6.
Didn't their PAX thing have like 300K? Oh, it's 347 total according to chat. Okay.
And receive your skins.
Ouch.
That was cool.
Still got it. See Zane marking targets for the Sentinel?
This gun
Also
seems
check out
really
his
cool.
damage numbers, right? His enemies are level 27, but his damage is balanced to Amara's game, because he's in Amara's game right now.
That gun is
For
fucking
Amara,
cool.
those
It's
enemies
like
are
a
level 5.
rifle with a minigun on the barrel. 2 of them, actually.
Yeah, it's my kind of gun too.
Yeah, that's sick.
All right, we clean this area up. Let's see if we can find some loot.
I like how the gun like physically changes.
Okay, now
When he grabs
once
it, like
again, being
turns the
honest,
barrel around.
You know,
Yeah.
to show the breadth of guns that we have in the game, or just some of the breadth, we cheated a little bit and added some chests with some better weapons here.
That red chest isn't going to be in the game you play. We just added that for this purpose because it's okay. There's plenty of red chests. You guys will be fine. We'll feed you baby birds. It's cool. We wanted to show you some TDR guns, right? Because you remember TDR, they're disposable. Instead of reloading them, you throw them away. And when you throw away a TDR gun in Borderlands 3, some crazy shit can happen. We've got, you know, guns with legs. Let's see some other options. What does this one do? All right, we've just picked up a few TDR weapons. Let's take them into the next fight.
Go, just ignore that green on the ground there.
We're just not gonna learn, are we? We're just gonna keep eating those speakers.
That's cool.
I love it.
That's really
Go
cool.
get him, guy! Oh, it's adorable.
Man,
You can see that when Merv's
getting
rocket
4
is
players
out.
in this
Yeah, throw
with
another
like
one of those
that
Merv
amount of
guns
shit
out.
just going
Check
on,
this out.
it's gonna be a little nuts.
With homing rockets.
That'd be super hectic. Do your own grenades hurt you?
A little close to your ear.
I was just thinking that. I honestly don't remember.
She did toss a grenade like in melee earlier, and it didn't seem to damage her. Yeah, they do. Chad is saying they do.
Okay.
Oh, you learned! We can dodge that. That's wicked. I see some ammunition vending machines. Hey, walk up to that ammo vending machine. I want to show you guys this.
They haven't officially said
Now,
launch
he's
date,
already
right?
full on ammo, but you just press
There
X or
are
press Y
just a
right
lot
there
of
and you can
different
reload all
leaks.
your ammo.
Okay.
You don't even have to go in and buy things.
I wonder if
one
we
at a
get
time.
one today.
Oh, that's cool.
Of course, you can buy individual
Streamline.
pieces if you want. Now, I don't know about you guys, but whenever you play a video game and you happen upon a room where there's ammo and vending machines to kind of make sure you're stocked up, it can be a pretty safe bet that you're about to run into a boss fight. Not only is Borderlands 3 a much, much larger game than any Borderlands game before it, but we've added more boss fights than ever before because we think boss fights are exciting opportunities for players to have their skill tested, but also to be rewarded with kick-ass loot. So let's go ahead and see if we can find Mouthpiece.
All right.
I do like all those things.
Oh God.
I've always liked boss introductions in Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. Introductions, names, the attitudes of the bosses. They really nail it. when they do
Basically,
that.
the non-claptrap style of the game.
Oh, this has got like mechanics and shit. I think you have to hide those things with the
The
speakers go
shield's
off.
like an equalizer.
They're shredding this
Zane
guy.
used his
Yeah.
drone teleport to dodge that area of effect that Mouthpiece just made. Oh shit.
Yeah, look, he's like not shooting anymore because he doesn't want to kill him as fast.
Yeah, they're trying to show the mechanics of the fight before they kill him. They're murdering him, Jesus.
Very cool looking fight.
Yeah, the room's really cool looking.
He's not even firing.
Oh god, you're gonna eat it.
Yeah, they picked a really good fight to show, man. This is pretty cool looking and sounding.
Game joined in the top left.
Oh,
Oh, that one.
wonder why it said that.
Gotta look at the loot, man.
You got
Let's
some
kill
loot
that
over there.
guy. Let's get the loot.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see the gun that Mouthpiece was shooting at us with the like kind of sound waves flying out? Check this out.
Dang.
Hey, it's kind of fun.
Cool.
One of the greatest
the alternate
feelings
fire.
in Borderlands is when an enemy's using a gun against you, you kill that guy, and then you take that gun and use it against your next foes. I love that so much.
Yeah. Well, let's do what we came here for, and let's get the vault map.
Amara, you gonna pick that up?
Did you come all this way for that busted-ass map, or are you just here to see me? Didn't know you were such a super fan. Well, you missed the show. Oh, right. But you're
That's
all
her
like,
voice?
It's the twins.
Well, it's
Sounds like a
fan.
female
Check our
claptrap.
screens.
Dude, I thought that character totally was like,
Yeah, I talk like this, like
you know, I thought she was gonna sound all evil and nasty.
Yeah, but now she sounds annoying, so you want to kill
So
her.
I offered the Sun Smashers a place in our family, but they just wanted guns and cash. They betrayed the family. Oh, then Troy said something
Oh, that's a
great.
terrible voice.
Gods
That character.
don't negotiate.
Gods don't negotiate. I love it. Love it. Like I said, that map is super busted, so go ahead and take it. I'll swing by later to pick it up. You're my most loyal follower, Volpe.
No.
You just don't know it yet.
For the people saying be nice to the voice actress, I'm saying
So
the
you've
person
just met
that chose
Troy and
her for
Tyrene
that
Calypso,
position was bad, not the
Calypso
voice actress
twins.
herself.
We learned earlier that
She's
on
doing fine,
Pandora
but-
there's a cult
Yeah,
called
I
the
don't
Children
think
of
that
God.
voice fit that person.
Every
And that's the
cult
thing.
needs leaders.
I kinda like
This
it.
cult is
It
led
didn't,
by
it
the
didn't
Calypso
bother me
like
that
it?
much.
I kind of like it.
They've sort of built
It
a
made me
cult
think, like,
personality
oh, I wanna
around
shoot this person.
themselves, right? You guys know
I wanna
the
fight
type
this
of
boss
streamers
lady.
we're talking about, you know, the kind of streamers everybody hates. So these are like
He's
the
a little valley
douchiest
girl.
kind of streamers of the impossible future that you can possibly imagine. As Tyrene demonstrated, she has the ability to leech power from any living thing.
That's
and
what I was
her
trying to think
aim
of.
is to use her cult to lead her to the vaults so that
Kathy
she
Griffin.
can soak up the power of the vault
It does
monsters.
sound a little
Of
Kathy
course,
Griffin-ish.
we're vault
You're right.
hunters. We can't allow her to beat us to the prize. So with a vault map in hand, we're now in a race to find the vaults hidden on other worlds throughout the galaxy. In other words, when we go to those other worlds, we're going to need a ride, right? So later in our venture on Pandora, we're going to find a
That's
spaceship.
a ride.
Is this his daughter or something?
Rest in peace, buddy. Rest in peace.
I'd like to introduce Sanctuary 3.
Dang.
We don't talk about Sanctuary 2. Since Sanctuary 3 is our home base, it's a great stopping point between missions.
If they're like
On
players
Sanctuary
have
3, we
housing
can meet
or
our
some shit, I'm
friends,
gonna,
trade
that
our
would be
loot,
pretty cool.
and prepare ourselves for what comes next. You'll notice here there's a quick change station where we can modify our appearance, but there's a
Dude,
new
can we
vending machine
upgrade
here
this
on the
ship?
right.
That's what I was just
This is
thinking,
sort
yeah.
of a
I
space
hope they
lost
do
and
that.
found. Have you guys ever
Or theme it
lost
out or
loot in
customize it or
Borderlands?
something.
Like a
Optional
purple
missions to
or a
increase its
legendary
effectiveness
lands in
and
some
stuff?
place we can't reach. We collect all that lost loot, and we'll deliver it here for you. You'll never lose loot again.
That's good.
All right.
All right,
That's
so
kinda
let's talk
cool.
about this. This is your player quarters. Now, because we're playing Amara right now, all of the decoration, everything is built around Amara, but you can see that you can place items that you find in the world like this gun. All right, we got a Torg pistol here.
Pretty rad.
But again, you can modify your player quarters to how you want to play.
Nice. I don't know what that
Since you picked
means,
up
but
a pistol,
Can you expand on that a
we'll
little
take
bit?
you with us on a tour around Sanctuary.
There was a gun on the wall and he took it off.
Why don't we stop?
That's how you wanna play.
Over to
What
Marcus.
he just said in
keep
that.
going. Ignore that golden chest. Marcus's place is right around the corner here.
It's a beautiful day, full of opportunity.
Now, in Borderlands 3, Marcus will be our vendor for upgrades to our storage deck unit, right? So we can get more storage to carry more loot and more ammunition.
You'll notice that it costs cash to upgrade your storage deck.
Marcus also has a shooting range back there, so if you want to get your skills up, practice with any interesting new guns you found, you can do that. We're just going to take a look around this place.
oh, Moxie's is here.
Isn't that cool? This map has changed more hands than any other content in Borderlands 3. We've had so many of our talented world builders want to get their hands on this and make it great. It's not a hub until you have a Moxie's bar, right?
Oh, it said slots.
Brightening up my day. The name's Moxie. What's yours, sugar?
Gambling.
Insert your
Thanks for the
tip.
help, sugar.
Jesus.
Come back.
Eh.
Dude, the gambling in this game in Borderlands 2 was
try it.
fun as shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember.
I was super
All right.
addicted to
Glad it's
that.
back.
Oh God. Oh, this is. Oh.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Bad luck.
I remember doing this for like hours upon hours.
Well, thanks for encouraging that.
Yeah. That's gonna be bad for me.
Let's keep going on the tour.
All right.
I love Sanctuary. I mean, it's just such a beautiful. I don't know the level. I didn't work on this one that much. I just kind of helped guide some of it. But the guys that did the art for this, it's absolutely stunning.
Edent,
These are the
coolant.
jokes.
You're up late. Evening.
Knock, knock. Anyone home?
Just a moment. Almost there.
Surprisingly comfortable, you know? Like a fleshy sleeping bag. Although I do feel a bit viscous.
So Tannis is back.
Just leave. Just get out of that room quickly.
Let's go head up to the bridge.
All right.
Hey Paul.
Yes, Randy.
What can we do on the bridge?
So for the first time ever, we can leave the Pandoran system.
Why is that not getting a
You
reaction?
can see Pandora in there in the distance.
They probably don't know what that means. Because I don't
It
know.
means you
what
can go to
that-
different worlds.
What's up, killer?
Well, yeah. That was already like
All right.
mentioned though by
Let's
Randy.
get to it.
Oh.
We're in orbit around Pandora
Like
right
they
now.
should've
We'll check it
clapped
out
or
briefly
something.
before we take off. You can see
They didn't
its
have the please
distinctive
clap sign up.
Iridian
They crapped over
scars.
sliding. I mean, come on.
Whoa, sliding down.
But
Different
with the
worlds.
spaceship
Boo,
like
we
Sanctuary
like
3,
Pandora.
We can visit other worlds.
All right.
Now, this is early in the game, so we haven't unlocked a lot of the other places that you will get to explore. But for now, we're going to do interstellar
Oh, they're
fast
going to the
travel
city
to
place.
Promethea.
This place looked awesome in the trailer. For the split second we saw it.
Oh, cool. Is there no loading screen?
That'd be great.
Arrived in one piece.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I mean, the loading screen is hidden, which is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to go down to Promethea in a moment, check it out. We'll have to make our way to the docking bay in order to do that. In Borderlands, you'll be able to go back and forth between Promethea and Pandora and all of the other worlds that you discover throughout the game.
How many worlds do you think there are?
Might even
6?
find a few
I'd say
familiar
5 or
faces
6
here.
Oh, yes. Well, it really depends on how big the worlds are.
That's true.
What's up, badass?
I love Maya's look. She's fully Jedi'd out. We'll take a couple other stops on the way down to the hangar before we head to Promethea
Oh, they're saying 5
to
5 or
do
6
our
in chat.
tour of Sanctuary 3.
Yeah, chat's also
5 or
saying
6
it's easy
DLC.
DLC. Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
point.
dude. Well, I mean, a planetary system.
Oh, yeah,
That is
let's go to
so easy to
Hammerlock.
put extra
Very-
content in.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, here in Hammerlock's, one of the cool things is Hammerlock asks you to kill different creatures, and this is a trophy room for killing those creatures.
Nice.
Oh, it's you! Apologies, it's dark and I've never actually cleaned this monocle.
You can see right now all of the trophy mounts on the wall are empty, which means that we've got work to do, right?
A lot of work to do.
It's been a long time since I played the first Borderlands, right? That was the one with Brick, right?
Now, here in the ship, you can see we have
That-
shortcuts built in.
Was
The
Brick
more
in the first?
time
I
you
don't know.
spend on
I
Promethea,
don't remember
the
the
more
characters.
familiar you'll get with it. We've kind
That
of
was in the second
engineered
one.
some shortcuts and other ways
He's-
to get around.
did
so-
he
Yeah,
die
he was.
or-
Really find what you need
Mordecai,
frequently.
Siren,
That was first one, yeah.
and Hero.
Hi
Maybe.
there, sugar boots.
Ellie's sort of our ship mechanic, and she runs the cargo bay. Down here we can check
Zero
out
was second.
vehicles we've
Yeah, the
collected.
Ninja was the second one.
We can also
yeah.
get access to
Everyone
the
played
planets
that
when we're in orbit.
I
We've
do
also
remember
got
that
some
guy.
stowaways we can meet.
Oh, it's Roland, the soldier bro,
What you
with
want?
the rocket launcher.
Come back, never.
I think his vending machine there said veteran on it.
Don't look at me like that. I'm doing all the wheel work here.
I don't. And he locked us out.
I think he's building a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought
I can't
too.
believe
That's
that Claptrap's
hilarious.
lonely. It's just hard to believe. So we're going to head to the drop pod here. This will help us get down to Promethea. In fact, why don't we just skip ahead a little bit? Rather than start at the beginning of Promethea, we can jump forward a bunch of levels, and I want to show you some pretty exciting action here. In the lore, Promethea is the headquarters of the Atlas Corporation. And you'll notice as we proceed that Atlas is actually under siege by Maliowan and their private army. You see, in Borderlands, in this universe, when a corporation attempts a hostile takeover, they do it with full military-grade force.
Now, before we start, I want you to take a look at the gun we're using here. This is an Atlas pistol. Now, the cool thing about an Atlas pistol is it has an alt-fire mode that fires out a tracking dart. And when you fire the tracking dart, it marks a target. And then every bullet that you fire subsequently will hit that target.
It's Fifth Element!
Like Fifth Element gun.
Yeah, it's Fifth Element gun.
Finally.
Titanfall 2 gun with smart pistol bullshit.
So let me introduce our demoists. We've got Chris. Chris is playing as Zane, and Zane's going to be our co-op buddy this time. And Paul is playing as Amara, which is what's on screen for us to watch. You'll notice Amara and Zane are both at level 10. And we've actually set them up with microphones so that we can listen in on their chatter as they play. Paul, Chris, you guys ready?
I'm good.
Hey-o.
All right. So let's watch. This is the world's first Borderlands 3 co-op live stream.
Wait, why is everyone saying, oh no?
After you. All right, I'm going in.
Because of the forced, like, back and forth banter.
Bunch of enemies over here. I'm gonna head on the right side and try and split them up.
All right, I see a couple behind cover. I'm gonna just pop a tracker.
I understand now. That's fucking cool.
Well, if they just said beforehand, all they would have to do is say, like, we're gonna describe more of what we're doing than we would normally, just so you know, like, what's going on. If they said that, it would eliminate most of the cringe.
Shield, switching to fire. Good ground slam.
A little bit.
Yeah, he's down one on the left still.
I've more often than not found myself sounding exactly like these people in some degree in co-op games before. It does feel a little bit gross though, but yeah.
Well, to be fair, this one is a lot better than the Division one.
Yeah.
Hit him with a grenade.
Hey guys, you want to get some food later? No, I want to kill these guys in front of us.
Nice.
Right.
That weapons depot's a juicy target, but they've got an impenetrable security force field surrounding it. If you somehow crack it open, you're going to find some quality firepower.
I want her to say juicy again.
So you just heard from Lorelei. She's an all-new NPC.
I want her to say juicy again.
Juicy. And we skipped also a lot of her storyline, but trust that you'll be able to meet and spend a lot of time with Lorelei and other NPCs.
I got him at the verticality. This level's pretty badass.
The other worlds of Borderlands 3. You guys ready to finish the fight?
Let's go.
Not in terms of gameplay, but just the graphics.
Yeah.
I'm going around right.
All right, I'm gonna throw down a shield.
Cool. Gonna swing into the shield.
Let's see that. That's not needed. You don't need to say that.
Picking it up.
Switching to corrosive for this.
Cool, dude.
Tracking a bunch of them.
Pull them all in. Nice.
And burn.
All right.
We got a big crowd on the left here.
Gonna switch to the shotgun.
Oh, that guy was cool.
You burn.
Yeah, like a teleport.
Oh, that is a cool reload.
I got this guy.
It's a very... Okay, now that I saw the reload, I was like, that's a very weird-looking gun.
Nice.
It just takes off the top.
The magazine is like the whole
Last
top
one.
portion.
Yeah.
He's done.
Nice.
I see a chest back here.
See what you get.
All right, one I can't use, one I can. Got a Torque.
Got a bunch of let-off pistols.
That level 12's a little OP, but you guys can save it.
Oh,
Dude is doing like his very first achievement on the left there. Did you see that?
Move on.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder if those are achievements or you get like XP for that or what happens when you
I think they're called challenges.
Challenges.
Oh!
Okay. Oh shit, it's 0.
Oh, badass ranks. There you go. Yep.
Badass ranks. That's exactly what they're. Yep. Man, that just makes me want to play Zero and not the characters in the game.
Wow.
Very nostalgic.
You guys. Wow. I don't know if anybody got that math joke, divide by 0, but
they got it.
We're nerds, you know, what are you going to do?
Randy, stop.
Look, we can't wait for you guys
You're
to
certainly
play
laughing
this
like a
massive
desperate
game for
nerd right now,
yourselves
so
and discover what other surprises
you don't have to
and
say you're a nerd,
characters
dude.
and loot and plot twists and everything there is to experience and explore in Borderlands 3.
So today, based on the time we have, we've just been able to show you just a tiny fraction of the game. And so,
Are they gonna
with that,
officially announce
what
it?
we wanted to show
think
is
so.
just a little bit more of the breadth that we have. So we prepared a trailer for you here.
I bet you the end of this trailer is the release date, officially.
Could be.
It's been leaked this September, I think.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was 2 hours. I could be wrong.
Oh, did they already officially say it? Gotcha. Okay, never mind. I thought that was all
it is
leaks.
September 12th?
It's hard for me to remember what's a leak and what's not.
Right?
Oh, that looks cool.
I like the music.
A little drum and bassy.
That looks like one of the DLCs from Borderlands 2, that swamp area.
It's a weird area. Wow, it's kind of scary how your animated emotes like sync up with this, JP.
They sync up with it. They're actually, funny enough, they're tied to the BPM of a lot of like house.
Yeah.
So,
between 120 and 140 and you're set.
yeah, pretty much. Oh, car's back.
I wonder how many vehicles they're going to put in this one. What if they're going to like push the vehicle system forward at all? It always felt so appealing in the last one.
Yeah, it was very strong in the open world.
That's pretty cool. Oh, look at the lighting. Not bad.
Whoa, that was like a lightning gun from Quake 3 or something.
Yeah.
Dang.
They're showing a lot in this trailer.
Whoa, those guys are crazy. Oh shit, you're in the neck.
Oh, the big guy. Yeah.
Dang.
That was cool. That was cool. Yeah, the mech suit is one of the guys has an ability that is a mech suit.
Oh, one of the
Like a
playable
power
characters? Okay, cool.
Oh,
Pretty
wow,
sure.
thank you guys. Oh, man.
Oh, standing ovation. Good for them.
Oh, thanks.
I do wonder how many of those people are Borderlands employees.
Oh, wow. You know, I don't think we've ever shown this much
Doesn't
of
matter, though.
a
It's still
Gearbox
cool.
game before, or just soon after announcing it, frankly. The fact is, we've never had this much time to finish and polish a Gearbox game before. So we're feeling really good about the position we're in and excited to bring Borderlands 3 to the world. As you can
There's that
plainly
jerk in the
see,
front trying to beat
we've
the
made a
crowds.
commitment to what
What do you mean?
Borderlands is supposed to be. We've
That
made
guy
a
get up and
commitment
leave?
to the story,
Oh,
the style, and the design that our
Always
fans have
won.
told us loud and clear that they cherish and want us to preserve in Borderlands 3. You know, it's an interesting time in games right now. There's all kinds of people making all kinds of money, doing all kinds of interesting stuff out there. We just love video games. We think video games are supposed to be fun, and we love Borderlands, so we wanted to make sure that we were true to what it is. And
what is this
if you want to
jackass
play
talking
offline,
fun?
we've got you. If you want to play online, of course, all the co-op modes you expect are there. yeah, we're going to do some kick-ass campaign DLC, and I'm sure we're going to do all kinds of fun customizations like heads and skins, but we're not doing any of that free-to-play junk. There's not going to be any microtransactions. There's not going to be any of that.
I was wondering where he was going down.
He said it.
And if you've played a Borderlands game before, we expect you to feel right at home. But
Didn't
we've
they-
made sure to design
thought they already said you
Borderlands
could buy
3
keys
in
or
the
something.
story and in the gameplay and everything such
No?
that this is the
don't know.
perfect entry
Okay.
point for any
No,
gamer
good.
that's
Maybe
going
that's
to be
wrong.
experiencing Borderlands for the very first time when Borderlands 3 launches on September 13th. And what you've seen today so far is
Oh, all the gold
really
keys are
just
free.
scratching the surface.
You can't
Borderlands
buy
3
them.
is massive.
Gotcha.
It is by far the
Thank you.
largest Borderlands game we've ever made. And we've just had an hour to touch a couple things near the beginning of the game. Working closely with our publishing partner 2K Games, you can expect to see more and more of Borderlands 3 through the summer up until the launch on September 13th. We're planning to share more and more of the game at upcoming shows,
back on
right? We're going to
script.
be at E3. We're going to go to Gamescom in Germany. We're going to go to the Penny Arcade Expo, of course. We're going to hit a few other things. We're even going to crash Guardian Con in Orlando.
Nice.
So that should be fun. And we're not even finished today.
That's actually kind of huge.
In this room with us, we've brought
Good for Gabalion and those
200
guys.
AMD-powered machines.
Yeah, that thing's
where
getting bigger
you
every year.
guys are all going to have a chance to play
I wonder where
Borderlands
this
3
is at.
yourselves. It's going to be an
Wow,
unguided
dude, just
experience.
think about
We're
how
gonna just
expensive
drop
the
you into
tech
media,
is in
do
that.
whatever you want.
Yeah, I
Mainline
wonder
quests,
what,
side
like,
quests,
studio
just
or
free play, right?
theater
We're going to
this
give you
is at.
90 minutes. And
I
I
know
know
it's in
all
LA,
of you guys
but-
are going to be streaming to all of your followers, so have fun. We want you to have a blast with it. If you're watching them on Twitch, if you're watching these guys play on Twitch, be sure to take advantage of the custom Borderlands 3 Twitch
in a
extension
hangar in
that
Hollywood.
we've created
Okay.
at Gearbox. You can link it to your Shift account so that you can start collecting Borderlands 3 loot today, and that's going to be waiting for you when the game launches on September 13th. Now, it's going to take Paul and the rest of the Gearbox guys a few minutes to get everybody set up on the stations over there. So Paul's going to get going on that. And I'm just so glad that we're here today and that we can do this. Thank you guys so much. By the way, while they're setting up, fortunately, we've got the folks from Kind of Funny here. They've seen Borderlands 3 for the first time
that's
here at this
probably
event. So I'm going to say goodbye for now,
that
and
should
we're
be
going
good.
to kick it over to Greg and Andrea and Fran, and they're going to share their thoughts about Borderlands 3 for everybody watching at home. And thank you guys so much for coming here and being with us.
We didn't get
I'll
a
see you
magic
soon.
trick. There's no magic trick.
Cheers.
Not even a card trick, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Randy, what's up?
Randy they told him, look, stay on the goddamn prompter. Okay. Stay on the prompter. Well, cool. That looks like a Borderlands 3. it looks like a modern day Borderlands. Everything that's in there in terms of the different features and things are things that have occurred in other games, and they're taking the right stuff and looks like they're putting it into Borderlands. And yeah, it'll be a fun game to play. I don't really have any other thoughts to that. It seems like it's going to be good, without a doubt. The guns look really, really cool. That's probably my biggest takeaway is how fucking fun the guns look. From like the minigun attached to the rifle type situation to the alternate fire stuff to all that. That looks really cool for sure. What did you guys think? Zeke, I feel like you had the biggest shift starting that and then ending that. You seem pretty into it by the end of it.
Yeah. It's still like, I mean, a lot of that is just me being a video game nerd and just loving video games and really enjoying when a cool, like, well, lots of cool stuff come together. They had lots of new sounds and sights and colors, and the abilities look really cool. I'm into it. I'll play it. I mean, that's a given.
Right.
But it definitely got me a little bit more hyped about it.
Yeah. Co?
That met all the expectations I had for the new Borderlands game. And I'm pleasantly surprised by a lot of the new stuff we looked at. I like the weapons switching stuff. The new classes look pretty cool. Loved how many boss fights and the variety of environments. That all looked great. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with both you guys. I think it's going to be fun. I don't think they're going to. We now know for sure they're not reinventing the wheel. They're just taking 80% of what they had and adding like 20% more. They're pretty standard thing. Probably going to see the same for Borderlands 4. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I'm sure it'll be fun, and looks like a lot of content to go through. So the more new content in Borderlands, the better.
Yeah, I'm curious how much there actually will be at launch for that. Like how many worlds, how much the actual, because campaigns were generally weren't they like 20 to 30 hours for Borderlands games? Like they were pretty lengthy.
I mean, not only were the campaigns weren't super long, but there was tons of optional content that was generally pretty, lucrative to do. And like everywhere you go, there's generally like little side stuff around that area, and so there's a lot to do. That's for sure. There's a lot to do.
Generally, too, at least for my interest, specifically the Tiny Tina DLC from Borderlands 2. Like the DLC has been some of the best parts of that game for me. So it seems like there definitely is going to be content. And I think by kind of like what you said, Co, not reinventing the wheel, it's kind of going to deliver a good game just based on Borderlands 1 and 2 and everything that we saw today. So, yeah, I think that's exactly what the fan base wanted. I don't think that they wanted to reinvent the wheel. I don't think that. Yep. I also don't think that Gearbox can really do that right now with where the studio's been and the games they've put out recently. They kind of need a win right now, so they're probably banking on this, and then we'll see where they go with the DLC. That you might see some experimenting with some of the gameplay stuff there. So we will see.
What was the coolest thing you guys saw? Because I'll say mine was the fight, the boss fight with the sound. What was the guy's name? Yeah, with the mouthpiece, right?
It was not bullhorn.
It's mouthpiece.
Something.
It's mouthpiece.
Yeah. That was really, really cool. And I hope they like expand on like boss fight mechanics and like figuring out, like take a page from like Destiny and shit like that, and have groups of people like try to have to figure out how to mechanically beat a boss and stuff like that. One of my favorite things about the Destiny boss fights was the struggle to figure out how the fuck to kill this guy.
Right.
I hope they go down that path a little bit more.
Yeah, that was cool. I know what mine is. What was your favorite thing that you saw?
I liked all the little QOL changes. I like the mobile base. I think that looks really cool. I kind of hope they take that far, because I love having like a hub that you can kind of like upgrade and increase and flesh out throughout the course of the game. I really like all the little QOL stuff. Like I really like the it seems like they're taking, I mean, a lot of the QOL stuff that I saw in that game was stuff where I was like, damn, that's cool. Like not having to go into the menus for the ammo. I really like the new health bars and stuff. The movement skills are fun. Like just all those combined, it looks like that's that little 20% we were looking for. So hopefully there's more, and hopefully the stuff that's in there is good.
Yeah, I think for me, the best thing was just the guns, which is kind of the main thing, I think, in Borderlands. So if they're delivering on that, I'm pretty happy. I think my favorite part of Borderlands, and just it speaks to kind of the other games I play with Path of Exile and all that stuff, is just the incremental power boost that you get from everything that you're collecting nonstop. And as long as that is in there, which it looks like it is, I mean, they have a ton of fucking stats on those guns that we saw. I mentioned in the actual, when we were watching it, the idea of a power or an item level tied to an item, like a gear score thing. I like that, but I don't like that because it's going to be the type of situation where that becomes, and maybe it's just because of it existed so long in World of Warcraft and had a negative connotation to it. Might not be negative in this game, but it's like, oh, your gear score 320. Well, I'm 370, so we probably shouldn't group together. And maybe they're solving that by the instancing. The instant stuff. Maybe that's how they get around that. But yeah, that stuff is a little.
I do have to say that brings forth all sorts of other questions. Like, okay, if they're going to be doing the instant loot stuff, can a high level go into a low levels game, and then how will the scaling work that way? Because like, what would happen if a high level went into a low levels game and then killed a boss at a lower level than normal, and then got like his level of loot for it?
That's what happened that's what they were showing. One of the guy that we were watching was like 25, and the person that was hosting it was 2. So that's why the damage numbers were lower.
That I saw. But I'm wondering not the loot itself.
Yeah.
Difficulty of getting the loot. So what I'm wondering is, like, if there's a level 2, can a level 30 join a level 2, kill a level 2 boss super easily, and then get level 30 loot rewards for it? Like, what I'm wondering is, does the boss get harder when that level 30 joins? And if so, how does the level 2 fight it? Like, does the
The
player
damage
scale to the
scales.
boss to the player? Like, how does all that work?
They were talking about how the numbers were scaling from the higher level player to the lower level boss. And so I think that's
Okay.
how they're scaling it.
Oh, okay. So it'll still be hard for the higher level player.
Yeah, it's going to do damage relating to whatever the like level 2 instance is.
Damage all scales to the host.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Okay.
So that kind of solves that.
Hopefully that scaling
Okay.
will be like smooth and nice.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
But does that mean like not necessarily power leveling, but power like iteming? Like if you invite someone of a way higher level into your group, do you get to keep the weapons that drop because they're in your group?
Oh, no, that's the thing. The instance
Yeah,
loot
they're
makes it
instance,
so
yeah.
all the loot that drops in your game is your level.
Yep.
That's basically how it works.
Oh,
Every player
that's
gets their
okay.
own
Now I get it.
instance
Okay.
of loot.
And
I see.
there's no trading, right? In Borderlands you can't trade with other players. That's never been a thing.
No idea.
Chat will have to. Okay, chat's
can.
saying you can trade. Okay. Granted, they still need the level, so if you just like toss down a gun to them that's level 25, they can't use it till 25.
Yeah,
so
they
it
wouldn't be
doesn't
able to use
matter.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like they thought of all this stuff.
Yeah, it's like this stuff has been in games for a while.
No, it seems like an elementary question. I know that, but it's not something that I mean, I haven't played any sort of game like this in a long time. So basic questions are things that I would like answered.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, sure, dude. It's totally fine. Yeah. I mean, clearly I didn't understand it either. But I wonder if that works in the opposite. So let's say, JP, that you got up 5 hours earlier than me, and I wanted to play with you that day. Can I join your higher level game?
Yeah, I don't know if it auto scales up. They did not. Did they say that specifically?
Maybe I missed that too.
Okay, there's chat saying yes. We might have been
Wow,
talking
so-
over that.
Anyone can join anyone, and it will just scale, and everything will be beautiful.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's the way it should be.
Damn.
The
All
only
right, well,
the one thing it makes me think of Anthem when there was that issue that people were auto matchmaking into the final area. Yeah, that would kind of suck if you're fast forwarding like 20 hours into the story at level 1 to play with friends. I guess that's on your own decision.
Well, to be fair, most games have the common sense to not let you auto into things you haven't done yet.
Sure.
Anthem was just an exception to that rule.
Yeah. Side
old
note on
Anthem.
Anthem. Did you see how many people are playing it right now? It's at least I think these numbers were from Xbox Live. It's like 14 below Fallout 76 in the amount of people. It's like hard to actually matchmake right now in Anthem on Xbox. It's very, very scarce. I saw those numbers and I was
There's
like,
nothing to do. There's like if you played Anthem on release, there is nothing for you to do in that game right now.
Man.
Especially if you actually like played it and got gear and stuff. There's nothing.
Yeah. That's just
Bioware.
tough to say out loud. Right? Yeah. Jeez. I hope. I don't know. I don't know what I hope. We'll just see what happens, I guess. Anyways, they're showing the skill tree stuff on Borderlands. Now, I saw that the majority of the streamers were saying that they're going to be streaming at 5 today. All of their Borderlands 3 gameplay on their own respective channels. So I think that's 7
some people are
Central.
streaming it now.
Are they streaming it right now? Okay.
Yep.
I saw
I
some
think
people
Randy was
saying
like,
5.
people are going to be streaming it like right now.
Let's see.
And then he like turned it out.
I just opened the Borderlands 3 stuff. Yeah, they're
Goth
streaming it
is
right now.
yeah, Baru's streaming it. Goth is just about to start. I think Broman's there too.
Cool. Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention.
Cowley is doing Borderlands stuff? I didn't know he liked Borderlands. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think he's in the area. So it's a quick trip for them.
Is Dan doing stuff?
Dan's there as well. Yeah, Dan flew out this morning. Like there was a lot of people that flew into that. They were not scarce in the invites for sure. But yeah, it looks like Borderlands. It looks cool. So if you want to see some more Borderlands, definitely go check that stuff out or go check the VODs out.
Diddy just says 375 viewers for Anthem on all of Twitch.
Yeah.
That's rough. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. When they fall hard, man.
Yeah, it's rough.
Evolve effect.
Evolve lasted for a while at least. Like Evolve lasted for a bit and then crashed, but Anthem is just like
did it?
right from
Okay.
the start. It kind of nosed. It kind of went off the runway and just right down.
Oh, see, for my like hearsay experience. It was just like Evolve was huge for like a couple of weeks and then just went.
I had forgotten that Evolve crashed as hard as it did till you just brought it up. That's right. That game just flat out died. And then it came back when they introduced like the hunt or not.
They redid it essentially. They like changed how the game worked, and they tried to like reinvent it, and they recruited a bunch of streamers to stream it for a little bit, like Sacriel and that team.
I remember
they were all about it and super pumped for it, and they played it for a week, and then it died.
Yeah. Jeez.
Whoops. Oh, it also switched to free to play at the time. That's right.
That's what it was. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Fucking Christ. Well, cool. I think we'll take a break then and kind of cut the story right there on Borderlands 3, unless you guys have any final thoughts or anything like that. Ultimately, I think we all are in agreement that, yeah, we'll play that. Looks good. Looks fun. Everything they showed. Nothing they showed was like, I'm not about that. Maybe Zeke's not a fan of Claptrap, but he's a staple in that whole world, so I think he'll stick around for sure.
I mean, but like, what would we miss if Claptrap was replaced by someone, less annoying?
I don't know.
More helpful.
I don't know.
I don't think we miss much.
He's helpful. The voice actor was different. I didn't notice that. Was it that much of a difference for you guys that you noticed it right away?
He had the inflections right. So how his voice, like Claptrap has that iconic where his voice like goes up in octaves all the time and he's like throwing it around all over the place. But whenever he would get down to normal, you could tell the normal was like lower than the originals. So like when he was going out, like you sounded kind of like him. And then when he started talking, you would hear it like.
Yeah.
Renegade Puff has a good point though. Deke is annoying and they keep him on drop frames. So you're right. I mean, never mind. I take it all back.
That is true.
I'm sorry. Annoying people should stay. Annoying things should stay forever.
Valid.
Yeah, it's true. We can mention the extension that they're doing right now. What is it? The Echo? What's the name? EchoCast. Yeah. I want to pull up a tweet from Barry because apparently that thing's a little bit intrusive for viewers, and I want to break that down so people are aware of it.
I actually looked at this during the show. When you authorize the EchoCast, it asks for a lot of things in terms of access to your account. I think even one of them was like changing something in your profile.
Yeah, it says this will allow the Shift website to, this is reading from Barry's Twitter, update your user profile, edit your channel's broadcast configuration, including extension activations, get a list of all your subscribers to your channel and check if the user is subscribed to your channel, receive information about personal viewing activity and engagement with Twitch streams related to the Shift website's products and services, obtain your email address, and view your channel's broadcasting configuration, including the extension activations. The big one there is receive information about personal viewing activity and engagement with Twitch streams.
Yeah, it's basically going to track you watching streams, and it'll be able to relay back like who you're watching, how long you've been watching them. Like that's yeah. Now, of course, they're probably in their mind just thinking like, oh, we'll use this to track who's watching people, so we can give them rewards and stuff. But they're just kicking that right over to marketing. So
right, that's a marketing thing for sure.
That's 100%. A marketing thing.
And I think every other developer / mostly publishers will see that and think, oh, fuck, we need to be doing that as well. And you're going to start to see a lot of this moving forward once these publishers are able to do Twitch extensions.
Yep. What is kind of funny is a lot of people in chat are saying this. Like some companies already do this. They can do it a lot of different ways. They don't like this is one of the first time we've seen a company use an extension, and extensions have some permissions that are a little bit more connected than like general stuff. Like for instance, you don't have to download a anything to do the Warframe stuff. When Warframe does its promotions where you watch streams and they give you items for watching, like Gearbox could have done that, but they have an extension which gives them more access to your stuff.
Yep.
So
yeah. So if you care about that stuff, there you go. If you don't care about that stuff, then you don't care about that stuff.
Yeah. To be fair, even on a worst case, that's not like personal information. It's not like that's what you're doing on Twitch. It's the same stuff that if you're friended on someone on Twitch, they would see you being able to do. Mm-hmm. So
Twitch already has all this information and I'm sure is using it. They're just trying to get a piece of that information as well for themselves and use it to their own benefit. So yeah.
Yep.
That's all that is.
Oh, guys, don't forget about the email address. If you sign up on their website, they have that. That's really not a big deal.
Yeah, email addresses are like the most non-sequential thing. It doesn't even matter.
Out of all those things, that's like the least one you should be worried about.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that is weird. Barry, the only thing I'm thinking, Barry says, why does Gearbox need to see my subscribers? I don't even stream. I'm thinking they put that under streamers so they can look at my subscriber list.
Yes.
And if somebody, like, they may do things like if someone is watching me and sub to me, maybe they get a benefit. Like, I'm guessing that's why they do it. They just want to have access to know if someone is a sub on a channel or not.
Yep.
Now, there could be a lot more nefarious than that, but that's what I got from it.
Yeah, we'll see how they actually utilize all that information once the game actually comes out and that type of stuff. On the flip side, it is cool to see developers starting to use things like Twitch extensions to give viewers drops and to entice people to watch Twitch in the first place that wouldn't otherwise, just because of drops, right? Like it's we've already seen Warframe do this. We've seen Warframe's like the biggest one do this, I think. But
Warframe has a pretty good one, and then of course in 2 weeks we've got Rage 2.
Right.
And they've got
Rage
a
2.
whole extension thing coming out for Rage 2 as well. So, and that one actually allows interactivity to the person playing the game.
Right.
Where EchoCast, from what I understand, is more of just like a for the viewer. Like the one for Rage 2 is going to be like you participate using the extension. So that'll be interesting.
My understanding with the EchoCast stuff is if the streamer gets a piece of loot, then the viewer will get that same piece of loot in their game, is how it's going to work.
Yeah, and it like scales to their level and stuff. Like it does a bunch of stuff though. Like the EchoCast thing is going to let you look at the streamer's loot. It's going to let you when things drop. Apparently, it's going to show you what the drop is. You can look at their skill tree and loadout, kind of like the Path of Exile thing that shows you all the gear and stuff. It's going to be similar to that. So it's a pretty cool little app. Like it does a whole bunch of fun stuff.
To me, the best part about all this is that it can't be botted because you actually have like a set time to go and click the extension to receive the loot. It's like 30 seconds or something like that. It's not just sit here and idle this channel and you get this loot automatically. You have to actually like have an action and click in the extension.
That's both awesome and really unfortunate.
Yeah. There's
a lot of people that watch Twitch in positions where they may not be able to activate or be interactive with it like within 30 seconds. Like if you're watching it from a TV or have it on a computer that you're not in front of or stuff like that. So have it in another window in another instance or something.
I could see both sides of that. It's also nice because it won't like inflate numbers across the board because everyone's just gonna have a bunch of bots that you can't
That's
really.
the Warframe way.
Yeah. And I guess ultimately those like the loot that you get from that stuff is for your own benefit and no one else's. So it's it's a thing. That's a thing.
Cool stuff though. It's nice to see companies like exploring this territory. Like this is stuff that people could have been doing for like the last 6 months, and now we're just seeing devs like, hey, let's talk about this. Also a great thing for us being Twitch people, not streamers, but everyone that likes Twitch. More companies that do this kind of stuff, the more people learn about Twitch.
Yep.
I mean, there's people that were probably watching that broadcast reveal like from the press, or maybe people that weren't really plugged into Twitch, and they're sitting here going, EchoCast, wait, I can earn loot if I go to this website? Like, that's kind of cool. Like having AAA companies now kind of bringing this into their main platform kind of thing.
And for Twitch specifically, it keeps viewers from going to other places to watch other streams.
Very
because
true.
You can get loot here.
Oh, dude, that locks them to Twitch.
It does, 100%.
No Facebook, no YouTube, no Mixer.
Yep. It's pretty smart. Extensions are a pretty big deal. That's why everyone made a big deal about them when they were initially announced, and now we're kind of starting to see it for sure.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah. All right. We're good for a break, I think. That's kind of that's Borderlands 3 in a nutshell.
Yeah. I just want to like point out real quick that chat came in here. A lot of people from Baru's channel came in here and they're like, "Oh my god, Baru broke the game. He already broke the game." And I was like, "Broke the game? How?" It's like, "Oh, one of the quest givers in the game NPC was like 6 feet higher than he was and was like walking. Oh, so he found a bug?" Yeah. They're like, "That's not breaking. That didn't. What do you mean broke the game? That's just a bug, dude."
Yeah.
Just like, that's hype. That's how hype it is.
It's the hype. It's the hype factor for sure. When we come back, we'll be talking Days Gone. We'll be talking probably a lot of Days Gone. Although I don't really. Well, we'll see after the break. Let's not get into it now. We'll see you guys in about 5 minutes with more Drop Frames right after this.